She's also gone on another TikTok live stream, and we're going to cover it extensively because it's just the same old stuff we heard on the other one, but here is a clip from it.
Happened for you, but for me it happened differently.
Am I the only one clocking that doesn't really make sense?
No, you aren't, hun, because I'm the also one clocking because it doesn't.
Like, there's what happened, and then there's what didn't happen.
Exactly. No. I'll clarify better yet. There's what happened, and there's what she wants to think happened. But again, I'm not even trying to deny how she's feeling mentally or whatever, but I'm going to tell her I am going to deny her claiming that this was abuse, emotional abuse, and manipulation, because that is
No, that's not true.
substantiated on what?
And I have like when you were just talking about that, I like something like was just in my mind. I need to ask this. So you know the same way how like you were just talking, you just apologized to Mama, or when you were just talking to Mama, talking about some, oh yeah, how you didn't like the way that she came around airing out your business about a situation that was taken out of hand. Do you not think that maybe you should have done that with Cory?
Exactly. Miss Panda Ninja Hun, if you don't like the factor of people calling out the way that you had put out Cory's allegations, or the allegation that you were alleging or levying towards Cory, don't you think you should have clarified them better, hun? No, but that wouldn't be fair to her. You see how you I think you're getting it. I think you are. I really think you are. So I keep saying, bro, none of this is substantiated. Abuser, emotional abuser, manipulator. I have seen quite literally nothing that would substantiate any of that at all. Once more, again, at worst, this was a toxic relationship. This was not any of the things that she alleged. Stamped. Seriously, though. Well. Y'all seen title and thumbnail. The CoryxKenshin allegations, the finale. But y'all already know, getting into it. For the heads that have not seen everything going on, I'll give a quick, too long, did not watch, you already know. But for the heads that want the whole backstory, videos are on the page, and I'll put them at the end. But a girly pop by the name of Panda Ninja dropped a 3-part series on TikTok, dropping some hefty allegations on beloved YouTuber CoryxKenshin. She was alleging that he was a general abuser, emotional abuser, and or a manipulator. Her, evidence, substantial proof of this included some Xbox messages, one text message, a Discord message, and a video from 7 years ago that was, very much taken out of context, because you could tell during, the video when it was taking place that they were joking around with each other. The Discord message, I'm pretty sure, was the thing about, what was it, like, what? It was, oh my god, what was the exact term? It was like backing out on himself, some John like that. It was like not clapping back, but some John talking about like taking John's back, but that John was taken totally out of context. If you look at it, Cory was saying during the Discord message, oh yeah, he really loves her or whatever, like he actually feels her, he's not trying to use her, he just was in a bad space. The text message, oh my god, that was about the girly pop, obviously Panda Ninja. We can feel sympathy for the hun, was having breast cancer, but obviously what Cory was saying during the John, he was like saying that was the most passive aggressive reveal during that, like, she was taking that boy out of context, saying it was like the worst way to respond or whatever. It may be a little, I'm gonna keep it a buck, a little tiny bit heartless, but abuse, nah. Never. I'm not gonna lie. The Xbox text messages, don't even get me started on that, boy. Within all that, she had brought up how by a previous partner she had been sexually abused, sexually assaulted, which is bad. Do not get it twisted. But she had misconstrued that with, Cory. Obviously, him being in that boy, conversating with her, maybe a little one night stand or whatever, has got what he feels on that. But within, obviously, him sliding, was it abuse? Emotional abuse? Manipulation? Yeah, no. At the very worst, they were just having a toxic relationship, and they probably, definitely, should not have been, with each other and or partners, because, you could definitely tell during the time, at the very least, both probably not in the best space for a relationship. But, Super long yaps aside, we finally culminate to all of this, you know what I'm saying? The Girly Pop drops her whole series, you know what I'm saying? Then, obviously, getting some backlash because, you know, the evidence not really substantial. She gets on a live with a bull named, like, Alfie or something like that, and he tells her, like, yo, especially with the video, like, does she want to clarify what was going on? Because, obviously, with the vid, people misconstrued, like, yo, is Cory, like, in SA or whatever? What's going on? What the heck? You know what I'm saying? Because, obviously, you know what I'm saying, with that video being dropped, like, what was supposed to be implied from what we were hearing from it? Duh. You know what I'm saying? She said that was unfair to her and all that type of beat, and that she wasn't really trying to clarify that hefty on that. That wasn't looking too good. So now we get to trying to end out the yap sets, where she then deleted everything off her page, the 3-part series and all that, and then dropped a little vid, you know what I'm saying, trying to clarify, I guess, that this was never in a way to defame Cory and all that type of beat. Yeah. About that. So yeah, we're here to, of course, check it out. So anyway, yap sesh aside, super yap sesh. We need to get to, again, the CoryxKenshin allegations, the finale. So, Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything every single time, as we always know and see. Let's get into the CoryxKenshin allegations, the finale. You already know a frequenter of the page, one of the Slop Kings. Oh, we love to see him. Shout out and share the love with Slopping Mule. We got the CoryxKenshin situation is over. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, share the love it, of course, Slopping Mule. And let's see what's going on with the finale of this bull, because, yep, it seems as though this drama, these allegations came and in short went, because was the proof substantial? It was not.
This was never about defaming Cory at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new
I disagree.
Slop Mule video. I hope you're having a good day, because I certainly am. And in today's video, we're going to be covering some brand new CoryxKenshin updates that are really important to the situation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are unaware of what's been going on, recently CoryxKenshin received an allegation online. If you want to know about the situation and an in-depth breakdown, then I've uploaded
Yeah, I was about to say, Slopping Mule dropped mad vids on him. Go check them Jones out.
2 videos on this channel that you can go and check out. But a lot has happened in this situation, and I want to cover it all in today's video, starting with a video that the accuser uploaded clarifying a few details, which we will go through now.
I just really want to make this clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this literally with all my heart, this was never about defaming Cory at all.
Again, hun, I have to disagree, because within you alleging these hefty, serious allegations against Cory, that again being, you know, say, general abuser, emotional abuser, manipulator, yeah, these things could, especially if the substantial proof is there, ruin his career and or, you know, ruin his life. So, within dropping these things about him and you not clarifying, especially with the evidence and all that dropped, yeah, like, this is just straight going to be this defamatory, spreading misinformation about him, you know, say, slandering him. So what else would this be? Especially, again, is basically, at least the colloquial opinion online that I'm seeing, like, yeah, Cory beat these Jones. This was not abuse in no fashion. So if you're saying that he was an abuser and all that, this would just be defamatory. What are we talking about?
It literally was me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment
I'm like, sure. And again, I could totally understand if she was on the factor of, like, their relationship was toxic and, like, her mental and his mental during that time wasn't good, and they probably weren't obviously good for each other. But, like, again, to come out and say all this stuff once more 7 years later, or potentially 9 years later, because they were saying some of this stuff was happening back in, like, 2016. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. You would think, like, especially on that tip sheet, because she was saying too that she wanted, like, an apology and all that stuff from Cory. Why didn't you ask for an apology, like, at the very, like, least, like, a year later? Asking for an apology and stuff like that, like, 7 years later is not, like, it's just not applicable in here. It doesn't make any sense. You would think by that point, it's like, okay, if you didn't ask for your apology earlier, then you must have never really wanted that joint or got over it, or just, it's not affecting you anymore. But
I wanted to share with people that may have similar experiences.
Now, I'm not of the belief.
Again, if this was something I was saying in those vids too, again, like, especially if she was, another thing she was saying was that she wanted other women, especially that had, like, stories. I didn't know, again, because she didn't really clarify. That whole 3-part series wasn't really clarifying anything, sounded more like a 2012 Tumblr fanfic than really dropping serious allegations. But But then as she was saying, yeah, she wants women to come out with their stories and things and such like that. And of course, obviously, if some of the Huns Love It babes are victims, especially of these like fucking weird bulls and all that shit, not Cory, duh, not substantiated at all, but like actual weird bulls and all that shit, duh, want them to come out with their stories, like, you know what I'm saying, especially, you know what I'm saying, if they're feeling comfortable to talk about their trauma and things such like that, because yo, you're very brave, especially, and that goes for like the bros and the babes, because obviously heads, anyone can, you know, go under traumatic things like this. But anyway, well, not like this, but an example of that. But like, yeah, you want them to obviously speak on their story so these people can be condemned or brought to justice. But this is not not applicable to Cory, because and none of these things that she's alleging were substantiated.
That this person's whole intention was to defame CoryxKenshin. I do, though, believe that she presented the evidence incredibly poorly, and
incredibly terribly poorly, because the evidence isn't even good at all.
That video clip that then got sent around where loads of people thought that she was accusing Cory of SA was provided and platformed incredibly recklessly. Of course, people are going to have
extremely
their own takes and their own decisions on this at the end of the day, but I don't think that she intentionally did this, but there's still lots to critique here, and
if she didn't intentionally do this, then like, what did she do? Did she allege these things by accident? Because this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. When you're, again, alleging hefty, serious allegations and Johns like this against people that could potentially ruin their lives and career, like, you gotta really, really think about this, John. Like, obviously, that's not for me to sit here and be like, yo, what the fuck? Fuck you, you didn't have any trauma or all that shit, you're just a fucking liar, this, that, and the third. Yeah, no, obviously, I can feel the sympathy and empathy for people and, like, be able to see their sentiment. But obviously, that too, like I just came off of saying, if you're dropping hefty allegations, like, we're going to need really substantiated proof, because if these things come out to be proven to not be that serious, not to be to that degree that you're making them, and or not true at all, you just defamed that person. You could have potentially ruined their life. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like, okay, fine. Even if we say she wasn't doing it intentionally, she definitely did this shit, like Sloppy was saying, recklessly and like just like unabashedly. Like, it definitely wasn't thought all the way through. That's just straight up confirmed. Even she was saying that, Joan, on the live with the bull.
Stuff like her saying that there are loads of people that CoryxKenshin has hurt, when she didn't even really know the number of people behind that.
Like I did. And that's basically it. So basically what I'm going to show you now is everything pertaining to the situation. As proof, this was literally not intended to attack or have attacks towards Cory. So please stop the
But then that... So that's what I'm saying. I have to kind of argue against
allegations towards him.
Let's say in that, like, in this hypothetical world, she drops some substantial proof. Cory's career is done, completely over, because yeah, these things are substantiated. Everything that she dropped is true, right? That would be an attack to him, like an attack to his career. He would of course be being brought to justice, because in that hypothetical he is a bad, but that would be an attack to him. So regardless of that factor, this would be an attack on him, on, I guess, not on his personality, but on his rep, on, like, you know what I'm saying, on his PR, all that type of beat. I don't know.
That is not true, and that's not what I said.
Now, I'm glad that she cleared this up here, because on a live stream when she got questioned about this and asked, would you just make a clarification video?
Yeah, alpha, I thought it was alpha, yeah, but yeah, when she was on the live stream with this boy.
Where you say that, look, this was not the allegation I was levying, because your story will eventually disappear. She seemed incredibly apprehensive, so I'm glad that she decided to...
But she just blatantly was. She directly had said, well, yeah, like, yo, I feel as though, like, that's like an, like, it's, that's not fair to me. Hold on, I gotta bring this boy up, because I swear that is exactly what she did. She was like, yeah, this is not fair to me. Like, I ain't clarified. Hold on. Let me see. But yeah, even still with all that. Hold on. This fool always gonna be loud as shit, boy. Yap everything, but hold on, let me see.
So I feel like, would you be willing to make a post that just clarifies, and it's like, you know, like, I'm not accusing him of that.
Yo, bro, why are you copying me? I just thought about that, bro. I ain't gonna let, yo, alright, now I gotta desk it up like this. Hold on.
Like, because I do feel, because even though you never said that he did that, like, now that that's out there, I do, you know, that's kind of that's crazy. So,
I feel like
it was, especially again, like, if people get the implication that what you're trying to say with this video is that, yo, Cory would have been on the SA timing.
it's not fair to me either, because I didn't specify that. I didn't say that.
No, you did.
But then that's also on the part of her again, which is what I'm trying to clarify. If you are not exactly like putting out with your proof, like substantiating the direct claims you're making or the direct allegations you're making, then like this information is one, either needless, or this evidence per se, quote unquote, is either needless or pointless, or two, like you have to understand that this doesn't really corroborate these allegations you're making towards him. So like, I don't know, it would be best to include them boys. Like, that's the thing I'm saying. It's like she would have to do better in this case to make the clarification of what exactly is directly being alleged, because anything that could be one misconstrued or implied wrong could fuck up her allegations, which then super backfires on her. Which, I'm sorry, hun, is exactly what the fuck happened. Only, and obviously only to that, like, if you look at all her proof, substantial proof, yeah, none of it looks like any abuse. It just looks like toxic relationship that should have just never been a thing, probably. That's really it. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, yo, I don't know.
Actually go ahead and do this.
There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content.
This is something we heavily spoke about in the last video covering the CoryxKenshin situation, is the lies, manipulation, and falsification of evidence and narratives.
Yeah, now that junk could always happen, and like, yeah, they had like the fake bulls on Twitter, but like, now I was only covering the Jones that like came from her, whether it be like the actual TikTok Jones, whether it be her on the live, you know what I'm saying, or better yet, even now where she's posting these other vids, like,
on both sides of the story. People were claiming that
also the initial Twitter post posted by the two right person.
She had made a Twitter account where she said that she lied and that she was taking her allegation back. That turned out to be a troll account, but people weren't actually verifying that it was her or not, so they were running with this false narrative. Some people were saying that she was then faking the messages, and then some people were saying that, you know, Cory did in fact SA her.
Yeah, now we had seen it in the in Connor's video. Shout out Internet Versus. Like, yeah, now they had that little section. Like, hold on, maybe I could that, and not maybe, I definitely could find that John too. We're going back. Where is it? Yeah, let me see. But yeah, even still with all that, I'm somewhere around here where, yeah, I think it's at the like very beginning. Oh yeah, right here where the they prove that the messages are like real because yeah, you can scroll on them. OG vid down, of course. But yeah, let's see this extra jazz. Let's do it.
Truth. And so after all this happened, there's a whole bunch.
Look, yeah, messages are real. Video, yeah, this is the two right person. Messages are real. Video footage posted on her story 30 minutes ago. Yeah.
Debates about whether these messages were real or not. I could include a whole bunch of conversation about the specifics of it, but she ended.
So yeah, because she has like the actual screen recording. So the messages are real, but that's not even the point again that I'm trying to make, because whether or not the messages again are real, what she's claiming, general abuse, emotional abuse, manipulation, not that. Toxic relationship is that.
When that wasn't her allegation whatsoever. There were lots of lies, falsehoods, and just lots of blatant lack of research involved in this situation.
Oh, other creators or whoever was trying to say something or do something. I literally said, and I'm emphasizing this because people keep thinking that this is what I wanted, and
I mean, well, what did you want? See, and then what she's saying is that like she wanted to be heard, and what she wanted was an apology, but why didn't she just initially start with that? Like she did the whole, again, like TikToks, and not to be like, again, like rag on her or whatever, is say like that, like what she was feeling is just totally bullshit. I mean, the allegations are, but like, again, her mental, I can't tell someone how to feel, but like whether or not, like, yo, Tim, what she was going through, you cannot make these type of allegations and have jaws that don't like support them or have no merit. Again, it's defamation, slander, all that bad. Like, again, hun, I could understand if your mental during the time was bad and like, yo, it just wasn't looking good, but like, this is not the route. So the only thing I could say for you is that like, yeah, you only intended it for it to go this way. If you just wanted an apology, why didn't you try to hit up Cory like to have a one-on-one convo and all that shit?
This is not what I wanted, but I literally was not looking for follows or attention.
And of course, we don't know her intentions here, but you were looking for some form of attention.
Yeah, like, that's undeniable, duh. Because if you weren't, why would you not post this? I mean, why would you not post this? Why would you post this? You know what I mean? Clearly you wanted to be heard. Like, that's undeniable.
At the end of the day, you were looking for people to see this, for people to know what type of person CoryxKenshin was. That's the only reason you would publicize something like
Exactly.
this in the first place. Yes, to vent, but you want that vent to be seen by people, so
Exactly. Want to be heard.
you can be heard, and so people know
Ding, 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 ding.
what he's like at the end of the day, or your perception of how he's like.
Or any clout. I literally just posted it.
What are we quoting clout for? Clout is a real concept. You know how I know it's real? It's destroying a lot of niggas' lives. It's fucking up a lot of niggas' lives because they'll do anything for some clout. Like, clout shit is fucking evil, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas want the validation gratification to be glazed up. Make sure you got some donuts for that shit, too. But anyway, yeah, they want all that shit, bro. If you want it, get it from your peoples. Again, I say all the time, best interests at heart, bro. Not from heads online, because situations can go very bad as we can see.
Just from my experience and to heal from my experience.
Your experience, again, madam, happened 7 to 9 years ago. There's no way you're still thinking about this. Like, yeah, actually, well, clearly you are still thinking about this, but there's no way it could be affecting you, like, especially in your mental, like, that much this long later. Like, there's no way. Like, this don't happen, I think, like, Hez was doing the math, like, when this happened, Corey was, like, 24 or some shit. Like, there's no way this John is still bothering you from something that happened in your mid-20s, and now you're in your mid-30s. Like, it doesn't compute to me. That doesn't make any sense.
I just want to address the fake messages that have been going around, or tweets, or whatever it is that people are editing, and they're fake.
Yeah, nah, I've been already acknowledged all that, but again, I'm not worried about the fake bulls, or well, I guess a little bit, because you don't want fools spreading misinformation, but I want to talk about, again, what she has provided to substantiate these claims she has made, and to, like, I guess, tell about her experience, even though, like, again, hearing her experience, sure, it's bad, mental allegations cannot be levied against them because not substantiated.
If it's anything outside my TikTok, they're fake.
Again, this is something I covered extensively in the last CoryxKenshin video. If people just genuinely took 1 minute to search up this user's name on Twitter and click on this alleged account that said that she was lying, you'd find out that it was a troll account. It would genuinely take 1 minute to find a lick of evidence.
People are obviously taking that so they could bring traction to their channel. If it's anything that
It's an evil world we live in.
I need to talk about, it's going to be on my channel only, and that's it. I gave what I had to clear up the false allegations against Cory.
I mean, I guess, but yo, again, when Alpha asked you, like, yo, if you could make a video to clarify, you again said it's not fair to you, even though he, again, in response to you, saying, like, yo, well, heads are misconstruing it and applying the wrong way. If these are not the allegations you're trying to levy against them, being like S-Seer and Jones like that, it would probably be in your best interest to say, yeah, this is not what I'm levying against him.
And that content creators made up is not fair to him or me. Cause
Definitely not fair to him, considering, again, like, yeah, this is something that could have ruined his career / life, and, like, you know, he didn't do anything wrong, or maybe he did, maybe he was toxic, but he definitely was not an abuser or a manipulator. As far as you, ma'am, again, still Panda Ninja Hun, I feel bad for you being in a bad mental state, but this is definitely not a good look at all, Hun.
it was not about that at all.
And while she didn't directly accuse him of that, and people should have definitely read the allegations in the first place.
No, I read them. I know she wasn't alleging that, but again, what was she going? See, this is like the thing of like trying to play plausible deniability. You post this clip, Cory is saying in this video that, what's the name? Like, yo, oh my God, you have done things to you in your sleep. Oh my God. And you're like, Cory? Like, yeah, obviously within further context, looking at the video, you could tell they're joking around, laughing or whatever. So like, oh my God, say this is true. This is something that Cannot speak for Hun, but I think looking at the video, I don't think it bothered her that much if that scenario was real. But even still to that, I doubt it was real. But coming off of that, again, you're already alleging things like he's an abuser, he's an emotional abuser, he's a general abuser, whatever. He's a manipulator, all these different type of Jones. So you already know there's hefty allegations being levied toward him from you. You post this video as evidence. No, like nothing really to clarify what's this video supposed to be clarifying with the evidence. Is this supposed to be clarifying that he's the general abuser, the emotional abuser, or the manipulator? Which part of that? None, right? But what he's talking about in the video, as we discussed, is doing things during your sleep, yada yada, this, that, and the third, it's my fetish, yada yada, like, this, that. Like, what are heads supposed to imply when they see this shit? Like, oh yeah, this part right here, bro, this is the manipulator part. Fuck no, they're gonna assume, like, yo, is he fucking essaying her? Is he doing weird shit to her in her sleep? This is what niggas are gonna get from that shit. I don't know. See, this is why I'm saying, like, yo, I really don't want to discredit Hun totally, like, fully. It's like, yo, I understand you could be under bad mentals, but, like, we have to understand that this level of logic is fucking stupid. Like, yo, come on. You know what people are gonna fucking imply from this shit. Like, yo, Corey doing some bad, freaky frog, terrible shit. I'm not, like, I can't go for that. She could have easily clarified clarified first off what the evidence from this video was supposed to be providing, and two to that, just not have used it as evidence because it supported nothing of the base allegations, which, once more, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, I'll keep repeating these shits, was general abuse, emotional abuse, and fucking manipulation. Anything in regards to fucking, you know what I'm saying, sexual assault or anything like that was not in these base like allegations that was off the initial Twitter post. Again, what were heads supposed to imply? Nah, like, she knew this, bro.
That's one of the major issues here as well, is people weren't reading what she was saying or actually taking a look at the allegations. They saw a keyword, they saw that video that she posted.
I looked at all three parts and nothing within that, like, especially except for what she gave as evidence, but anything in the three TikToks where it was like, you know, the green, the red, and the blue backgrounds, none of that substantiated any of the first initial Twitter post claims. Literally none of that. Again, it felt like I was reading a 2012 Tumblr post. Like, that John, bro, that was doing nothing for me. I needed to go see the evidence because, yo, also, I'm gonna keep it a buck to you, but y'all, some heads are gonna hate Trilly for this. Yo, words is just words. I'm gonna keep it up front with you, bruh. Like, words most of the time is just words, bro. We're going to need, this is why, again, I say you need to substantiate these claims, because anyone can say anything, and I will definitely know, because a lot of these bulls I cover, what do? Victim complex, cry bully, never take accountability. These fools will do it and say anything that will get them validation and gratification in that moment. Like, yo, nah, I can't. I deal with too many of these heads. We needed substantiated. Simple as that.
And people ran with a disingenuous narrative. But at the end of the day, the way she portrayed that video, how she uploaded it, the way it was put out on the internet, I don't blame people for getting that perception. But at the same time here, it isn't all down to her. There is lots of fault involved here, and it doesn't all just go to her here.
If it's not dropped on my TikTok, please, 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 it's not legit. And not for me. Anything on Twitter pertaining to the situation at all is not legit. If you need to refer to my TikTok and it's not for attention, but literally to verify, I have no friends involved in this.
I'm pretty sure there's no videos on her TikTok now.
It's my experience, y'all. People who claim to be friends, unless said by me, are just looking for attention. And that's basically it. Literally making
Just so I know I'm not lying. Yep, there's nothing.
rumored lies is crazy to me, because it's likely trolls and creators making this a trend.
I mean, it's not even trolls or content creators. These are just fans of CoryxKenshin and people on the internet who have seen one person tweet out a certain thing or post something and then have taken that and ran with that narrative. People weren't doing any research, weren't actually checking.
And this is the fucking problem online, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Maybe I'll stamp it in again right here now. it will always and should always be innocent until proven absolutely guilty, and not guilty until proven innocent, because that logic could fuck a lot of people over. Because if you immediately, and like again, Pokimane putting out her tweet with the believe all victim shit was a perfect example. And better yet, shit, just show y'all the example. Fuck, like, bro, come on, man. Like, let me see.
Has 13.5 million views, and this is off of a reply, so this is crazy. And the caption reads, "I was gripped by Pokimane in
Look, she puts believe victims. Okay, sure. Let's believe the victims.
1997.
There's the one. There's the one. So looking at this, right? The person says, I was raped by Pokimane in 1997. If you're Pokimane, you're definitely going to want them to serve up some proof of this, because you would never have known of this happening. You see where the disconnect is on that? You see where, yo, if we immediately believe heads automatically as being victims, which is not to deny actual victims, duh, like, yo, let's not do that shit. But like, if we just immediately believe people at face value, this could really fuck over a lot of people. Like, man, be trying to tell heads, man, it'd be bad.
Up on the facts that they were posting. It's exactly the reason why there were 100 different narratives going around, loads of different falsehoods being spread around, because people just weren't caring to actually take a look at what they were posting. Then towards the end of the video, she posted a full screen recording of her messages with Cory on Xbox. There was a misconception
Now y'all know this is a screen recording on my iPhone. Everything I showed y'all is the same shit, so let's move to the next stuff.
going around that for some reason her messages were on Discord, so people were saying this was false because this doesn't look like Discord. Of course it doesn't, because it's the Xbox Messenger.
Yeah, as far as I know, there was only one Discord message, and it was the, what was like the what? Yo, now I'm about to get tight. Like, what was it? The bootstrapping thing? Hold on, I'm gonna find this, bro. It was that one Discord message. I'm gonna find this. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. Hold on. Before, and heads was trying to obviously funny. Ugh, truly can't grammar for shit. All right, let me see if I can find that Discord message. Wait, was that it? No, that was the, no, it's the Xbox ones. Cause truly these slaps. Let me not tell a lie. Is the Discord message not in this one? I think it might be in the second vid. Hold on. Wait, was that it? Yeah, that was, okay, no, wait, hold on. Just to show, this was the text message. That was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever. Yeah, a little callous, yeah, but is this shit fucking abuse? Yeah, I'll be damned if that's abuse. Anyway, I need, bro, where is the disc? Oh, is this it? No, I think, no, that was the one bull she was saying. I guess, like, Cory fans were stalking her on Instagram, and it was, like, one bull. I'm like, yeah, obviously bull should not do that. That shit is weird. Don't harass people. But like that is not everyone. Oh, there it is. Backpedal. My fucking dumb ass. I knew it was back something. I'm so fucking stupid. But anyway, backpedal, yeah, let me go fucking smell my dumb ass. Backpedal, you were never used for sex, as I was saying. I need to make sure that you understand that I loved you. Like I said, I didn't have my shit together. This is abuse? This is emotional abuse? Again, at worst toxic, bro. At worst toxic. This shit abuse is fucking hilarious. Like, bro, yeah. I think, bro, if I'm gonna tell you, bro. Trilly, I can't speak on the behalf of victims of abuse, because am I a victim of abuse? No, but again, I can feel the sentiment for heads that have. But I'm going to tell you right now, at least in Trilly's opinion, if you consider this abuse, you are privileged as fuck. You do not know what the fuck abuse is. It is simple as that. So anyway, yeah. Emotional abuse. What the fuck are, bro, okay.
Which she made incredibly clear, but she has posted that as a screen recording to try and provide more evidence, as lots of people were saying that the Xbox messages regardless were faked and that the screen recording was incredibly dodgy. That's not all she's publicly stated or done. She's also gone on another TikTok livestream, and we're going to cover it extensively because it's just the same old stuff we heard on the other one, but here is a clip from it.
Happened for you, but for me it happened differently.
Am I the only one clocking that doesn't really make sense?
No, you aren't, hun, because I'm the also one clocking that shit, because it doesn't.
Like, there's what happened, and then there's what didn't happen.
Exactly. No. I'll clarify better yet. There's what happened, and there's what she wants to think happened. But again, I'm not even trying to deny how she feeling mentally or whatever, but I'm going to tell her I am going to deny her claiming that this was abuse, emotional abuse, and manipulation, because that is bullshit.
No, that's not true.
Substantiated on what?
Panda, I'm asked. I have like when you were just talking about that, I like something like was just in my mind. I need to ask this. So you know the same way how like you were just talking, you just apologized to Mama, or when you were just talking to Mama, talking about some, oh yeah, how you didn't like the way that she came around airing out your business about a situation that was taken out of hand. Do you not think that maybe you should have done that with Cory?
Exactly. Miss Panda Ninja Hun, if you don't like the factor of people calling out the way that you had put out Cory's allegations, or the allegation that you were alleging or levying towards Cory, don't you think you should have clarified them better, Hun? No, but that wouldn't be fair to her. You see how you I think you're getting it. I think you are. I really think you are. So I keep saying, bro, none of this is substantiated. Abuser, emotional abuser, manipulator. I have seen quite literally nothing that would substantiate any of that at all. Once more, again, at worst, this was a toxic relationship. This was not any of the things that she alleged. Stamped. Seriously though.
That was just in my mind.
I also had mentioned that in the last video as well. I did try to reach out to him, and he wasn't listening to me. Like,
when was this? Question mark. If it was of recent, of course, because you basically defamed and slandered him. If he interacted with you, you could probably use whatever text messages or whatever interaction with him against him to formulate more of a narrative.
he would like kind of dodge what I have to say and stuff, and it did make
When did this happen? You have to clarify this.
me feel some type of way, because I'm just like, okay, well, I'm telling you how I feel.
Like, yo, I feel really bad for the Huns. I don't want the Huns to really think Trilly's an asshole. But again, like, this is the type of jobs I'm talking about. Unless you truly clarify all of this, you're just making baseless allegations. You're making baseless accusations. Like, baseless, my dumbass. Like, yeah, like, we have to get down to the nitty gritty. Again, Hun, I could understand on the mental tip if you feel like you were wronged. But there is a clear objective right and wrong. And we need to be on the side of what is right. Like... Yo,
Like, at least can you acknowledge it and just say sorry, and that's it. Like, and we can move on for this. Like, you could go your way.
When did you ask for that apology, though, Hun? You're not answering that question. Or obviously, she can't answer me right now talking, but like that's something that also needs to be clarified.
Go my way.
Huge critique I have of this person is the fact that she's incredibly reckless. The fact
she is extremely fucking reckless. Duh. Again, the video is proof. If you are not alleging that Cory is essaying you or anything like that, that video has nothing to do with this. Because again, what are people on a base level? Again, let's not play plausible deniability. What are people on a base level gonna imply from that video? That Cory is on some weird shit on some SA timing, bro. Like, we're not gonna play fucking dumb on that shit. Like,
how she conducts herself on these live streams, the fact that she's gone on several live streams to begin with, which you just shouldn't do if you are pushing serious accusations or just accusations
exactly
in general against somebody. You should never go on a live stream because you don't have your thoughts conducted, and as well, it is incredibly
better yet, you don't have solid like evidence. You don't have no evidence with merit.
Reckless because you could also possibly slip up or misspeak when it comes to
that's exactly what happened because of the video, and then she directly says it's not fair to her to clarify that allegation was not one that's being made. It's crazy. Like, what
you're actually trying to say. It's very easy on a live stream to accidentally say the wrong thing, so that's incredibly reckless, and how she's presented herself in the videos and how rushed they are as well really hasn't helped with anybody actually taking her seriously and actually listening to her or even reading her allegations.
This is why I tell heads, bro, you never on the tip of Trilly worth to say I'm not listening to you. That shit is crazy. I want to see everything. I want to listen to you because when I do and when we get to the end, all of that shit better make sense. Because if it fucking doesn't, you're not about to use the wait, but you weren't even listening. You didn't even get the full context. No, I did. No, I did, and it wasn't enough. What are fucking, I do not care. Trilly can be the asshole because like I told y'all, bruh. This is Trilly Talks Everything. If you came to this page, you are hearing what Trilly has to say about everything with the drama, the slops, and the teas, baby. Like, nah, bro, because this is some shit. Like, this is crazy, bro. Again, if she doesn't have no John to substantiate, I don't give a fuck how many times I've said this shit within all of these videos and within this individual video. This boy is straight defamation, slander, spreading misinformation. Bro, we can't be doing it.
First place. But there is also another huge element to this story now, as this accuser has actually taken down all her videos except from the clarification video that we just broke down. She has taken it all down, and this is because she changed her mind and was kind of awoken.
No, she didn't change her mind. She did not change her mind. She was getting major backlash and didn't want the backlash anymore and took these shits down. Let's be honest here.
By a video some TikToker uploaded that she actually reposted 2 of these videos from this TikToker. She then took to a story to say, so I watched his video and I got a different point of view, then linked to the account. This creator Mac, who actually posted these videos that she reposted and changed her point of view, actually responded to a comment asking what about happened here, and this is what he had to say. Hey, she posted this, I'm not sure, but is she taking back everything she said? Plus she deleted all her videos of Cory too. Mac responds with, yeah, she reached out and we called, had a heart-to-heart and understanding. I won't disregard her experiences.
See, that's the same time I'm on. I'm not trying to disregard her experiences either, but yo, it's like, yo, there's a lot of other factors that we have to acknowledge, and we can't just say that because of her experience and because of her mental that we can just absolve her from all this other blatant like misinformation and almost slander she's spreading. Damn near fucking defamation. Like we can't just be like, ah, fuck it, it's alright, she just fucked up. No, hun. Let me not be rude either. You're pushing 40. We should know not to do some dumb shit like this. Like, can we be real? Like, I ain't gonna lie.
But she now acknowledges his mental state and that he was in a bad place. The relationship was toxic and
he himself said that shit in the Discord message. That there's no fucking way she could be like, yo, that's not something she didn't acknowledge. He said that and she was like, yo, loved me? I don't know. She told, if anything, she literally goalpost shifted and obfuscated off of it. Bro, this is bullshit. Oh my god, bro.
He agreed it was best for both, that she should have ended it early, like I said here.
They should have never got together in the first place. Been saying that.
I told her if she does care for Cory and doesn't want a bad light on him, to remove the post, and her action is her response to that. This is just an incredibly bizarre way to end this situation. This is how it's come to a conclusion, is that she's taken down all of her stuff because she had a conversation with some random...
This is some bullshit. First Skeppy, now Cory. This is some bullshit. This like really is some bullshit. Like, heads are not about to get no consequences for this. I don't know if Skeppy was ever went through with the lawsuit. I mean, well, if he did, shit, I would have been covering it, so I guess not. But like, yo, heads can't just be out here making these false allegations. Again, it's gotta be innocent until proven guilty. We can't do guilty until proven innocent, because again, that's gonna fuck over mad heads, bro. Heads are gonna make hella baseless allegations. My dumb ass. Baseless allegations. Why? I'm sorry. Some heads are going to fucking do it for clout. Am I saying Miss Panda Ninja did it for clout? No, she said herself she didn't do it for clout. Can I just take her word for it? I probably shouldn't, but that's all we fucking got. So, that's tough. But I'm going to tell you a lot of other motherfuckers, Katie Bugs, did shit like this for clout. Like, let's keep it a buckskis. It's like, come on, man.
TikToker who made a video on it which changed her point of view. But I'm still certain that CoryxKenshin at least at some point will mention the situation. It absolutely blew up, it went mega viral. I can't see him just flat out ignoring this. I mean, he even mentioned like a situation.
Honestly, I don't know. I saw the clip of I'm Dante, bro. I'm Dante's like, bro, Cory the type of nigga he not responded to this shit, bro. And he gotta quell it, bro. I don't think Cory gonna respond. Not on the tip of like, oh, he's scared or whatever. It's just like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Call it glaze. His fan base, what do you call him, the samurai, and just the internet in general, like the commentary, slop tubers, drama, you know what I'm saying, heads I cover the drama teas and all that, they basically beat the allegations for him. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Again, no self-glaze, Trilly ain't shit, Trilly's a fucking loser, yada yada, you know, I say this all shit all the time, bro, I ain't shit. You know, it'd be like fucking men ain't shit. Let's not say that. For the girly pop, let's not say that, you know what I'm saying? Not all men ain't shit. There's some good bros out there. Share love with the bros. But yeah, no, Trilly just isn't shit. But anyway, super sidebarring off of that, like, nah. Again, shit like this is always just bad.
where he was allegedly looking at somebody's ass in one of his videos. He actually
Oh yeah, I remember that. The booty gazer. Like, bro, that shit was so fucking stupid too, bro. Again, literally, I'm pretty sure the girly pop came out and said, like, yeah, that shit wasn't making her uncomfortable or anything like that. So, am I gonna cancel him for it? I wasn't gonna cancel him for that shit regardless. Let's grow the fuck up.
responded to that, so I can't see him not saying anything here. Other thing as well for me is this isn't even an odd occurrence in terms of the accuser just flat out removing all of their videos because they've had a change of heart or something has happened behind the scenes. Recently, a situation I covered with the Minecraft YouTuber Skeppy, the people
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Shout out Slopamil. His videos on Skeppy, fucking excellent. Go check them shits out.
involved in that situation took down all their accusations against Skeppy.
Yep, Seer, Kaya, and then I forgot what the third bull was anonymous. Yeah.
Because what we
With the PowerPoint and shit.
presumed was they had a legal threat or something behind the scenes took place.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if Skeppy actually shelved out like a lawsuit or anything like that, or tried to sue them, bro. I guess we'll have to see.
Just like here, something behind the scenes did indeed take place. Seems like it's the year where the accusers take down their posts about the said accusee before.
It's because, like, yo, we're just in the era, like, bro, internet and AI and all this type of stuff. Like, yo, Elon fucking bought Twitter. This shit became more of a cesspool. But, like, tech and shit and heads being online, especially, again, after fucking COVID and COVID kids and all this bullshit, more heads are interactive online and more heads are gonna just, frankly enough, do more research online. But then obviously you could argue against me online because shit like this fucking happens in Skeppy shit where heads don't do any fucking research. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, yo, some heads are still gonna obviously be oblivious on the internet or just not give a fuck, but a lot of other heads, especially now that the commentary, drama, slop, again, like all these communities are growing and more people are making vids, bro, shit like this gonna get debunked. Heads gonna want the info, bro. We gonna want to get straight to the facts. Facts, literally. But, like, yeah, this shit not gonna fly on the internet no more. You can't be making no baseless fucking false allegations, bro. Niggas gonna want everything. We gonna want the tea. Bro, every claim being made gonna need some dead-ass substantial proof, bro. Like, real shit. Or niggas are gonna be on your ass about this. Huh? Bro, they gonna catch you off guard. They gonna ask for some shit that you ain't even think of, especially on the back end of making false allegations. Like, bro, niggas really be 2 steps ahead. Nikocado avocado beat. I'm like, bro, no, bro. You have to. Once more, if you're going to levy serious allegations against someone, you better have substantial proof, because if you don't, that shit will come and fuck you right back in the ass, straight backwards.
They can even have the chance to respond. But everybody watching, what's your thoughts on all of this, the brand new updates, the CoryxKenshin situation as a whole? Please feel free to leave your thoughts down below. And once you're done, then you must subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future Slop Meal videos. But I've been your host Samuel, and I will catch you in the next YouTube video. Goodbye.
Stamp baby, of course. Shout out one of the new up and coming Slop Kings. Sloppy Moo. Get a love, baby. The royalty. We do indeed love our slop royalty. But that was the CoryxKenshin situation is over. And indeed it is. This is the finale. Obviously, you know, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description at first link, sure to love with Slop and Mew. But final opinions and conjecture just to totally end it all out, because the CoryxKenshin allegations. The finale. Yeah. For the Panda Ninja X Han, is completely over. Obviously, she deleted all the TikToks, the 3-part series, and any other things associated with that completely off her page. The only video she has is obviously the last video we seen where she's trying to say she wasn't trying to defame and or attack Corey's name and all that type of beat, which I'm saying, I'm still saying, because again, you didn't come with substantial proof and anything like that, and you know levying this against CoryxKenshin, obviously him being a huge public figure, is going to do some negative damage to his reputation and or PR, so I don't exactly believe that, hun. Again, I won't sit here and just totally disregard your experiences like the one bull was saying or whatever, you know. We don't want to just be like, oh, fuck her, like, whatever, she ain't on shit, but like, at the same time, when it comes down to the objectives and, like, you know, the allegations being levied, we need to make sure that the proof is in the pudding, baby, because if it's sweet, then looks like Mr. Kenshin would be condemned. But unfortunately, it was bitter, and so might you be, hun. Unfortunately. But like I said, shout out, shit of love with one of the Slop Kings, a Sloppy Mule, and I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
you.